Hello, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, from coast to coast and around the world, you're listening to the Sportcat Show.
That's right. We are live, and through the magic of the internet, I am live in two places at the same time. So, got you here on the Thin Line Rock Station playing some tunes until 11, and then you've got me here on the Grin Guardian Gang until 11. And I am surrounded by a bevy of guests and hosts. Let's see who we got back here. Miss Cheyenne, my number one paranormal assistant.
Hello.
And Matt, how are you?
Hey, bud.
We have Andy. Andy, how are you?
All right.
Good. Well, let's see who else we got hiding back here. I thought I saw Susan with protectingtheblue.com is here. And so we got you back from police week. You were sick last week, or the week before, whichever it was. I can't remember. So how are you?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I came down with the police week plague, which I have a very rookie move, and it turned something else. I don't know exactly what, but it took me about a week and a half to get over it, but I'm almost better now.
Well, good. We're glad you're better. Yeah, you had the blue flu, right?
Yeah.
Well, so how was Police Week? It was a whole week of events. How was it?
It was amazing. It was exhausting. It was emotional. I'm honored to have gotten to go. There's not even really enough words to describe the entire event. It was so very supportive and uplifting. And all the officers that we met were amazing. And it was really, if you haven't been yet and you're in law enforcement, you really do need to go.
Yeah, I saw some videos that looked pretty cool. And it looked like that there was a lot of ceremonies that were probably pretty, heart-wrenching. So,
yeah, the two main ceremonies were very heart-wrenching. The candlelight vigil and then the memorial when they read everybody's name. And those two were really pretty emotional, but right afterwards, everybody hugged and was crying and supported each other. And then many of us went off to get an adult beverage at a bar. So at an Irish pub bar, actually. So
I was gonna say there's plenty of pubs in DC, so I'm sure you had a choice.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember how many officers they put on the wall for last year, by any chance?
I want to say I actually have no clue. I don't remember.
I remember it was pretty high. So I think last year set the record.
Yeah, I have somebody fact check real quick. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we don't want to give out false information, but I believe last year was probably the highest they've had in law enforcement, and it's unfortunate, but it's part of their job, I guess. I mean, it's a risk you take.
We're on record to beat that record from last year, so.
Oh, are we?
Yeah. We're way above the record in statistics already, so.
Wow. Well, and you were in the murder capital, too, of all places.
Yes, but we felt pretty safe the entire time, so.
Well, I think if you were going to be a criminal in DC, that would be a bad week to do it because they've got police officers in town from all around the world.
It's kind of like when we went to a canine final in the beach here in North Carolina, and I could see people pulling up to the hotel, but the hotel parking lot was full of cars, units, and canines, and I was really feeling sorry for anybody that was trying to come to have a vacation and do anything illegal on the beach, and with a hotel full of police officers and canines.
Yeah, that'd be a bad time. Yeah, I always enjoy going to services and events, not line of duty death ones, because of not only getting to meet the people and take classes and learn things too, but I'll call it the after parties are the best. So
yeah,
I remember it was many years ago, 20-some years ago, we went to the World Police Fire Games in Memphis, and during the day it was all serious. It was like, yeah, we were competitors competing against each other. Then at night, it was game on. I remember one night I don't remember, it was a pub in Memphis somewhere, and this Irish fireman walks in and screams at the top of the lung. He goes, "Give me some of the best swill or whiskey," I don't know what he called it, "that Tennessee has to offer." Of course, being Tennessee, they offered him Jack Daniels. He took the bottle and turned it up and started drinking straight out of it. I was like, good God. He's like,
Can't be good.
like, wow. But the next day he was hurting.
He ain't there for a long time, but he's there for a good time.
Yeah. Quick.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. Doing the Thin Line Rock Station, I did a thing on a band last night. Oh gosh, it's a Southern rock band. I don't remember which one right now. Molly Hatchet? I don't know. Anyhow, none of them, after they got their first album, was a smash hit and took off. They all got into drugs and rock and roll and all that. None of them lived to 60. It's like, well, that's the rock and roll lifestyle right there. Well, what was some of the best events that you remember, Susan? Not just the down events. There's got to be some good ones that were in there.
Actually, the first night we were there, my sister-in-law and I went to the bar in the hotel, and then we were going back upstairs, and there were some other officers at the bar. We didn't really talk to them. They were just there. And we went up and got on the elevator, and they got on the elevator with us, and we got off on our floor, and one of them got off with us. And he said, this might be strange, but I'm sorry, but I'm not weird or anything. He said, I'm with the Marshals, U.S. Marshals. And he said, I lost my mother in November. He said, but you look just like her.
Oh, gosh.
And I went, he said, can I have a hug?
Creepo.
You have as many hugs as you need, sir.
He said about 5 minutes hugging me and just sobbing into my shoulder, just as long as he could. And I said, it's okay. We're here all week. You can do it.
Free hugs galore.
Yeah, but he said, thank you so much. And then he went up and got us some coins, actually. And he said, these are really special coins with the U.S. Marshal Service, and nobody else has them except for select people from his unit. So
I'm going to make you bigger when we do this. Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
This is their class coin.
Sleek. Oh.
Wow. That's cool.
That is bomb.
And then this is the coin of the project, the campaign they're working on right now.
Wow.
Oh, I like the shield on that. It stands out. It pops.
Oh. Very
Nice.
cool.
That's cool.
There you go, Matt. There's a new idea for you.
I'm already
really
there.
like that. I really like that first one with the like Viking.
Yep.
Okay.
Symbolage. Yeah.
My source,
yeah.
they added 138 names to the wall this year.
Okay.
Wow.
That's what my source says, at least. So
No, we're trusting your source.
And then at Tent City, they had every kind of T-shirt and coin distributor you could ever want or need. And so I can't. And then there were people walking around, officers, of course, walking around with baggies full of and backpacks full of coins, and everybody was going, "What you got to trade? What you got to trade? Trade me, trade me, trade me." And so we didn't really trade that much. I just if they happened to give us one, they did. But there were people switching coins and trading coins and swapping coins just everywhere. It was crazy.
Wow.
Nice. That kind of place.
Yeah, you sent me some pictures of just the Fairfax one alone, and I told you in my text back to you, I would go broke there.
Yeah, they had a huge booth. And of course, all the big companies, Relentless Defender had like a quadruple booth, and it was just huge. Let me see. And
there you go, Matt. Man, you need to do that one.
I know, right?
This is the official Police Week Tent City coin.
Oh, wow. I like
You need a coin for an event? Wow.
Yeah. And here's the back of it.
Man.
Oh, the FOP. That is nice. Oh, it's each one's numbered.
Yeah, they ordered, I think, 9,000 of them.
Good
But
Lord.
then people started wanting to get their badge number, see if we have their badge number on the, because they're individually numbered. So I spent a lot of time digging through piles of badges, piles of coins, trying to find people's badge numbers. So
That's pretty
Crazy.
cool. So how many coins did you collect during this?
1, 2, 3.
Good Lord.
I ended up with about 30 coins and about this many patches.
Nice.
Holy cow.
Look at those patches.
That's awesome. Were you able to give all of yours away?
No, we ended up giving away about 800 coins. We took about 2,000, but
Yeah, I was thinking you said last time like 2,000 to 2,500.
yeah, we took around 2,000. I ended up giving away about 800 of them. But part of it was, I was trying to take photos, of course, but part of it was just like walk into a crowd and go, have a coin, have a coin, have a coin, have a coin. And just out as fast as I could. But I did I did photograph officers from 5 states that I hadn't photographed before. So
No, who'd you get?
becoming, of course, I have about 10,000 photos I haven't even looked at yet, but that needed done. But let me see. And then this one was really cool.
Oh.
I like that.
And then it's got the lion on the back.
Oh, wow. In 3D, that really pops.
That's awesome.
Let's see. I did get, let me find it. Where did I put it? I put these all in a nice little pile so I know exactly where they were. Here's one from Somerville County, Texas. They lost an officer this year or last year. So
Wow.
That's nice.
Oh, I like the white.
yeah, the white really is cool. And then here it is. I got a coin from Australia.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, wow. I think
New
it's
South Wales.
very shiny.
wow.
Oh, that's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, look at that. It's stainless
Really?
steel.
Yeah, I was going to ask Pat, how do they get them that shiny?
I don't know.
They're what do you call it? They're electroplated.
Ah.
So they use like a vat of like silver and they just dump it in there and they buff them out. I got a bunch of those on my Terminator coins too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
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 And
I remember
from Chicago, here is Canine Loki's memorial coin.
Wow.
Aw.
Oh, very nice.
That beautiful gold.
Other side of it's really nice too.
Yeah,
Wow,
the
that
city.
blue.
Yeah. Is that? Do you know if that number on the bottom is his badge number or 4755?
It's beat 4753, so I guess that was his beat number that he did.
Okay.
Let me see. And Federal Air Marshals.
Oh, I'm jealous now.
I've been trying to get that one.
Yeah, getting an air marshal coin is hard.
Yeah, how do you get an air marshal coin?
I don't remember actually.
There was a
Yeah.
lot going on.
There
Yeah.
was. And actually, we were in Kelly's Irish pub where all the officers, and we just make a run through there because it was just wall to wall people everywhere, as you can imagine. And we just walked through the crowd handing out coins, and sometimes we get one back, sometimes we wouldn't. But
That's awesome.
and here, Secret Service.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Is it blue or black around the edges?
It's like a
Blue.
dark blue. It's like a dark blue.
Yeah, it looks a dark
Very
blue.
nice.
The enamel's nice.
Yeah, they did a good job. Yeah, Ross told us when he was with the Secret Service, they used to carry him in their backpack to hand out. Like he said, I handed them out like candy.
I bet.
Here's another Chicago one, Bureau of Detectives.
Oh, I like that.
And then here's the back.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so
Oh,
cool.
that is very cool.
Man, that name almost pops off that coin.
It does.
Man.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, those first couple, the black on those was really popping.
And here's one from Kentucky State Police.
Oh, wow.
That's so cool.
Simple yet elegant.
A photo one turned out that good yet, that clear yet before.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get the
It is
glare
hard
out.
Nice.
Yeah, it's hard for them to do a photo one. I've had one done, and we had good luck, but it took a while to get it done.
I think the most pain part is trying to glue it in there and putting the epoxy on top.
Yeah, on ours it was a firefighter
photos.
in a truck, yeah, and two separate pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Port of Los Angeles Honor Guard.
Wow.
Oh, very nice.
Nice badge.
I like the shape of that one.
Yeah. And that's the back of it.
Very nice.
I did get one. Back.
Lego. Those things are
Very
everywhere.
cute.
He's a Capitol Police, U.S. Capitol Police.
That's so cool.
That one. This one. South Anvil Police, Lebanon County, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
And there's from their motor unit.
Very nice.
Wow, they really got that.
How many coins you have, Susan? Like total?
Probably close to about 150, 200, probably.
Mm.
Yeah, probably about 200.
You got a nice coin holder or something?
Not yet. I'm working on that. We live in an RV, so it's kind of hard to mount things on the walls as far as coins go. But I'm going to have to figure out something because now I have a lot of them.
Yeah.
PBA.
Oh, that is cool. Look at the badge in the middle.
Yeah, I like that.
The cutout ones are actually pretty good. You can get some really nice ones with cutout.
Oh, I was almost like, oh, it looks cool. It's like it's a mirror.
No.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Brenda. Yeah, it's very cool. The cutout is nice. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I got another cutout.
Yeah, cutouts. Yeah, cutouts are nice.
This is Hamilton County in Ohio.
Man, that thing.
It just shows the uniqueness that you can do with these.
Oh, I could have, if I would have tried to, I probably could have come home with 500 coins easy. This is Detroit band, honor band.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were probably there with the bagpipes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The front of it they made it almost look like it's got diamonds around it.
Yeah, it really is pretty.
That is pretty.
Yeah, I think I've seen that edge before.
Yeah. And then we happen to have, if you see if I can hawk some right now, we had some made up just special that these are
wow.
and our regular ones in a different finish.
That's so cool.
See, here's the regular size.
Mm.
So if you want one of these, just message me on social media and
Andy, send all of our addresses.
That's awesome.
Please and thank you.
Yes, very much so. Please and thank you. Did we send you a Grin Guardian one yet? I don't remember.
I don't think so. I don't remember getting
No, I haven't sent her one. I need to get her info so we can send her one.
Yeah, and then we might not have had them done the first time she was on, to be honest. So yeah,
no. You have how many you got left, Glenn?
Oh, I'd have
And
to
six
pull that box
awesome.
out and look.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
And then their back is just an old St. Michael.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are nice when they're in the case.
Yeah.
Helps prevent all that dust.
And the
Well, heck, of one
fingerprints.
like that is, I was going to say the fingerprints keep it shiny.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I was showing Travis mine earlier, and I was like, "Give it back! You're getting your fingerprints all over it."
Shiny.
Hartford, Connecticut.
Wow.
I like that.
Honoring our fallen on the background.
That's
Oh,
cool.
very nice.
Wow, and that's all from Hartford that was on there?
Huh?
That all those names on the back, that's just from their department?
Yes. It's like
Holy
1,
cow.
2, 3, 8 of them so far.
Wow.
It in 1 year, or is that total?
I think it's total.
Oh, I was about to say, goodness, I didn't know Hartford was that violent of a city.
And then I got, let me see,
Oh,
the poker chip one. There's Border Patrol. And it's Canine Jackie.
Go, Jackie.
That's nice. I like that. I'm actually beginning
And
to dig the poker chips.
George Washington University Police Department.
Nice.
And then who is this? Oh yeah. Fayette, Idaho. Probation had poker chips made up.
Can't go wrong with poker chips. Glenn, you said you're getting into poker chips?
Yeah, I'm getting into them a little bit. I'm going to minimize you for a second, Susan. I see our other guest, Isaac, is here. Hey, Isaac. How
Hi.
are you?
Good.
Hey.
Talking about challenge coins. I need a challenge coin for my step kids. I was about to go on the show, and my stepdaughter is begging me to drive her somewhere, so I apologize.
Yeah, you're
nice.
good. You're good. Well, Isaac, you were at Police Week too, weren't you?
I was part of it, but not in DC. I was right here in Loudoun County in Virginia.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
I volunteer as a bugler. I know how to play the trumpet. So usually during Police Week, I'm a guest in different venues here in Northern Virginia to play taps.
Very cool.
Well, yeah, it's a special honor.
It is.
Mhm.
Yeah, Susan was at she was downtown DC for the whole week. Yeah, by the way, Susan beat Isaac. Isaac beat Susan.
Hi.
I tried to get you two together during Police Week so you could swap stories and coins and stuff, but you were both so busy going.
I have a good friend that works at the museum for the law enforcement right there in DC. His name's Todd Markley. I don't know if anybody knows him here or not, but he's a good friend of mine.
Well, we need to encourage him to come on our show.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Susan was just telling us, Susan, how many officers was it last year they put the names up?
138.
138. Goodness gracious. And she said they're on pace to beat that already this year. That's horrible. That's just absolutely horrible. Isaac, did you have any coins, or we're going to let Susan continue with her show and tell if not?
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead, Susan. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. Well, you came in. I didn't want you to sit backstage and think, oh, he's ignoring me. So I wouldn't do that to you.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, go ahead. Continue, please.
Yeah, she took 2,500 coins, and her mission was to try and give them all away or trade them.
Oh,
That's cool.
I fell short.
That's so cool.
This Xavier University.
Ooh. Oh, that is cool.
That is very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, the black one looks pretty sharp. And then probably, hold on, I got one more. State of West Virginia.
Oh, let me see it.
Oh man. Calm down, Shay.
We did good. We did good.
And in the back of
That's a really nice one. That's a really nice one.
Yeah.
What's it? Is it a dragon? Is it got a dragon?
That's what.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Yeah, it's a
it's Saint-
dragon.
Heck yeah.
A dragon on the
Proud of
coin.
it. I'm proud of us.
It's your state bird.
Yes. Yes. Other than the turkey vulture.
Oh gosh.
And then I got this one from Laverne, Tennessee. I met the new police chief there, by the way.
Oh.
Because
I like the
Laverne
images.
controversy last year.
Oh, were they the one with the officer that liked all the other officers a lot?
So,
I like that. I like the way you said that.
Well, I was gonna play the train sound effect, but I figured that might be inappropriate.
Stop it, Glenn.
It's the wrong show. I can't do that here.
yeah, I met the chief and he said, I'm the new chief of Laverne. And I said, I'm sorry.
Sorry to be you.
He said, it's been a while so far, so.
Well, yeah, that was kind of a mess to clean up. So, literally. Okay. So you got all those coins. Wow, and you gave away more than you got. So that's crazy.
Susan, do you have ones that are like ones that hold special meaning to you? Not the ones that you like, besides the ones you were giving away? Like given to you by somebody or anything?
Yeah, the one from the marshal that I met, the one that gave me the hug.
Yeah.
That one's really special to me. And the other, I don't think. Well, I like all of them, but I mean, I'm sure I do. I just don't have them right here with me. So.
Well, you got a lot of them.
Yeah.
What was besides for the hugging the officer, Isaac? You missed it. She got off the elevator with another officer, and he told her that reminded him of his mom she just recently lost, and so she comforted him for like 5 minutes or so. So that's kind of cool.
Hugging.
That's a good excuse to pick somebody up.
Yeah, that's very nice.
I don't know you. Let's hug.
Yeah. I think after 30 seconds, I will feel a little uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Thank you."
Yeah, okay, you can let go now.
And then
You can let go.
you start doing the little
Detach.
pat. You know how you start doing the little pat in the back.
Okay. All right. It's my bedtime, sir.
You're saying you're a U.S. Marshal? Wait a minute here.
Jeez. Yeah. What if you weren't a hugger? No, you can't hug me. Man.
It is a strange request, though, but I'm glad that you had the moment. So
It meant a lot, actually.
good. As long as you didn't upset anybody. So.
Okay. Oh, earlier you asked me. Last year at this time we had 56 officers killed on duty. This year we have 63.
Horrible.
Wow. There's so much commentary I can say on that. So it's just horrible. You know, the worst part of it is the public doesn't realize it nor understand it. You know, they see whatever flashes up on the 5 o'clock news and they don't understand. You know, there's other cities around you, there's other communities where, you know, we have this going on, but it's twice as bad in Chicago. I remember the first week in the war in Israel, there were more people killed in Chicago over the weekend than there were in a war. I was like, it's crazy.
College cataract.
It's just nuts how, you know, I don't know if it's a personal disregard for life or if it's just the population growing or what, but we need to figure out how to put an end to it because we don't, those services are horrible to attend. So I'm sure you're familiar, Isaac.
Oh yeah. I've attended a few and I also played. play taps for a few, not too many though, but for a few.
Isaac, what was some of? I know you only had the local event in Virginia. What was some of your events over there and some of your moments?
Yeah, so here in Loudoun County, they had and I also live here in Loudoun County. They had an event to kind of commemorate the Memorial Day of Law Enforcement Memorial Day, which was Wednesday. And they did a ceremony with the chiefs of Purcellville, some here from I think Fairfax was also there, and of course the Loudoun Sheriff's Office and others, and they had like a nice ceremony where they will call a name, and will put the wreath down, and then a family member from there will come and salute. So it was very nice, very nice to do.
I can imagine. Did Loudoun have any officers last year that were put on the wall?
No, I don't know. Not that I can recall.
I try and keep up with it, but I don't remember any from. I try and keep up with Northern Virginia area and Tennessee, and of course here, since I live in Atlanta now. But like I said, you don't think about it, but it's an international problem. And she brought coins from what did you say, Australia, right, Susan?
Yeah, I had one from Australia. And I have a patch from Canada.
Oh, let me see. Let's make that bigger.
I'm curious. What's on the Australia one? Is that the Australia one?
No,
that one was Canada.
Okay.
Here's the Australian one.
It's hard to see. It's kangaroo
and an emu.
An emu. Okay. Oh, okay. There you go. Man, it's shiny.
Yeah. Those two animals will mess you up, man.
Yeah.
One will punch and the other one will kick you. With the
You have a personal experience with that, Please tell us you do.
I was looking at this National Geographic thing, how, and they were talking about that emu, whatever you want to call it. And they said it was one of the most dangerous animals on Earth or something like that. And I was like, how so? And apparently they lift up in the air and they have these claws that just, they're worse than any knife or anything that you can think of. And they'll do you in a minute or two. And anyway, I was surprised to hear that. But then you hear about the kangaroos and how they fight with people over there. When they're very territorial and they are stand up upright and they start boxing and all that. So I've been thinking about going to Australia, but I don't know. People tell me it's a little dangerous over there.
Actually, well, my dad was living over there for like 5 years. He said it wasn't the kangaroos; it's actually the great white sharks. The problem.
Oh, really? What did they do?
They would just be out there all the time. You'd be just sitting at the beach and like looking over. Oh, look, there's a great white shark coming out. It's huge, like now the small ones.
Somebody told me that the thing with Australia is that everything wants to kill you.
Eat you and kill you in Australia.
I'm sure it would be a lovely place to visit, but their bugs are far too large.
Oh gosh, no. Spiders and
my wife's boss was visiting there, and it was right at the beginning of COVID. And when they did the lockdown, she got locked down in Australia, then caught the COVID while she was there.
Oh my
So they put her in like this little prison camp thing. And then she was like, they were talking amongst the other people, and she was telling stories like pretty much like that. The kangaroos will kick your ass if you get out of line.
Oh man, especially ones with muscles on them.
Oh yeah, they look ripped.
Biceps. Yeah.
Those things are ripped.
I was like, no, I don't want to get my head knocked off.
I'm glad we don't have them in America.
Yeah.
Well, we do, just not like running around everywhere.
Well, yeah, true.
I don't know, not unless Florida's let them out in the wild, like the pythons and the
alligators and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I went to Texas was I used to work for this nonprofit for a little while after I retired from law enforcement. And believe it or not, guys, it was about and you're gonna think this is comical, but I was the fundraiser because I used to be a hostage negotiator, so I'm pretty good at negotiating, at least that's what they say. And I used to be a fundraiser for a bird nonprofit, which I had to take care of the migratory birds of North America. So anyhow, so there's this endangered species in Texas, in Galveston, in the area of Galveston. And we went out to the country, and I had never seen an alligator before. I had never seen one before. And somebody pointed and said, "You see those little two eyes right there? It's watching us." And that's the first time ever I saw an alligator in this little pond just staring back at me like, you know, like it was hunger.
In your soul.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
My stepdad was a truck driver for a while, and he said, you know, and people saying that, like, you know, the bugs in Australia are bad, but the ones in Texas can be just as bad with how big the tarantulas just running around the daggone streets are. He goes, there was one that came out in the road, and he's like, I felt when my tire went over that thing.
Gosh.
I thought you were gonna say that it flipped the truck over.
Yep.
Probably.
And he's like, "Nope, take it. It's fine."
It's the old movie "Don't Get Off the Boat," Apocalypse Now. don't get out of the truck.
Oh, I remember that scene. Yeah.
Yeah. Isaac, you, Susan would probably are old enough to remember. The rest of us, the rest of them, they don't understand. Great movie is if you've got 3 hours to kill. Apocalypse Now. So
yeah, it's an experience.
Yes, very much so. Was it Susan? Tell us some other stories from Police Week. I know you got to have plenty. I know you ready.
Trying to think of them all. It all kind of blurred into one day. Tent City was amazing. All sorts of vendors. Anything you can put police on, they put it on. And they also have a bar in the middle of Tent City.
Oh,
and
nice.
A good time. And they have bands out there that play and everything. And everybody goes there and swaps coins and patches. And also a lot of the departments and the organizations had their support animals out there. Their support canines.
Mm-hmm.
So there was almost always a support canine around. If you got,
say, I'm just there for the animals.
Yeah. So if you got choked up or anything, they would, there was always a support animal around there, especially at the big events that you could just kind of break off for a little bit and go pet a puppy and feel better, and then it was all better.
Makes the whole day better.
The Australians didn't bring their support kangaroo.
Thank God.
We'll make you feel better when it feeds you.
Stop.
I would love a support kangaroo. He would be like my bodyguard.
Either that or he feels like you're acting stupid, so he just punches you. Oh, thanks, man. I needed that. Just need somebody to knock some sense into me.
And I also got to meet Lauren is an officer in Minneapolis at the Minneapolis airport, and she was the one that got me started, that turned this into Protecting the Blue when it was just a personal photo project. And I finally got to meet her mom. Her mom came out to Tent City to meet me.
Oh,
and
wow.
so I finally met her mom. And her mom had never heard the whole story of how she and I met and talked about it and got together and started Protecting the Blue and everything. So I did get to meet her mom, and that was really special. She didn't get to come. Lauren didn't get to come this year, but I did get to meet her mom. So it was really sweet.
And remind our listeners, by the way, the toll-free line is open, 1-888-YERGZ, YERGZ on your phone pad if you want to call in. Remind everybody about your organization, Susan.
I started Protecting the Blue. Actually, it's just a personal photo project. I'm a photographer. and I was just going to photograph a police officer. But it was never going to be published. It was never going to be anything. And so I had about 8 photos that I took in New York City. And then a couple months later, about a year later, I went to Minneapolis for a photo workshop and was flying back. And I had talked to a couple officers and got a couple photos, but then I met this one officer and she was really nice. And she said, "Where are these photos going?" And I said, "I don't know, nowhere." And she said, "No, these need to be seen." And I said, "Are you sure?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "Does this project have a name?" I went, "No." She said, "It needs a name and it needs to be seen and it needs to be online." And I said, "Okay." And then caught my plane and thought about it a little bit. And she made me promise that I would do it. So I did it, came up with the name Protecting the Blue and started putting the photos online and everything. And a year later, I put a post and I posted her picture that I took of. She had an orange glass heart that her grandfather had given her. And I put her photo up there and I said, "I don't know your name. I didn't catch your name. I'm sorry. But thanks to you, this is what has happened," and everything. And her mama messaged me and said, "That's my daughter." And
That's
she
cool.
works for the Minneapolis Airport police department.
That's cool.
And 6 years later, here we are.
Yeah, I was going to ask, aside from this event, how many photos do you have posted online?
I have about it's a little over 3,000 officers photos. Officers, or they're taking the blue one either way. And as soon as I get photos from Police Week, probably close to 4,000, I would imagine.
It's a lot of hugs.
Yeah.
No wonder you got the blue flu. Yeah, Isaac, she caught the police flu or something while she was there last week, and so both of you were out last week. I was beginning to get a little suspicious.
Oh.
Hey, Isaac, what do you do besides bugling?
So
Got other hobbies?
yeah, I'm also a writer. I'm on my 3rd and 4th book now.
What's it called?
The first one that I wrote is on Amazon. It's called Time Unwanted. If you look it up, Time Unwanted, look it up and put Isaac, Time Unwanted Isaac, it'll come up on Amazon.
What's the genre?
It's paranormal crime combined.
There you go, Glenn.
Well, I love it. That's how we met, actually. So yeah.
And then I also teach hostage negotiation to businesses and also individuals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't know what happened there. I think we just went through a vortex or something. Where did everybody go?
Yeah, that was
Third
interesting.
dimension.
It only happens once a show.
Yeah, it shouldn't happen at all, though.
But thank you for asking.
Yeah. This is cool. I like to hear the people's hobbies. As far as challenge coins, do you have any?
I have some. I just don't have them with me. There's one that is special to me. I used to be in the 82nd Airborne, and there was one that we went to Tampa, Florida once to assist, and they in SOCOM gave us this challenge coin it's amazing. It's like it looks like a painting in a challenge coin. It has a helicopter, like people repelling from a helicopter. It has somebody with a assault rifle, the berets, the special forces sign. It's really, really cool. So I'll bring it another time. I told Jackson that I will bring it another, Glenn that I will bring another, and then I totally forgot it because I like it so much that it's hidden somewhere, and I have to find out where it is.
That's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, Susan, I know you got to run real quick, so I'm going to let you bow out of here real quick. Protectingtheblue.com, and then it's Susan at protectingtheblue.com, I believe, right? So, okay.
And
All right.
also, take care.
You're welcome. We're glad you come, and I hope you're feeling better.
I will. Thanks, everybody. See you later.
All right.
Bye,
Talk to you
Susan.
soon, Susan.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, she told me earlier she wasn't feeling well, and I was like, "Oh, you don't have to hang around long. Just show us some cool coins."
Yeah,
So,
she had a good collection over there.
Just show us your swag.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went to that Tid City and got, what'd she say, 40, something like that. So
Yeah,
wow.
30, 40, yeah. Just hand
I'm
trying to hand them
jealous.
out. No, I want to go to a coin show.
They were all so
Coin giveaway.
shiny.
So Isaac, since we last met, I know you're not active, and well, I shouldn't say I don't know that, but you could be some secret squirrel. Yeah. Yeah. Anything exciting in your
Steal
world?
thunder.
Yeah, I mean, I used to CIA Glenn for a little while. So I used to be a secret squirrel.
I knew it.
Checked me out. I knew you did.
He knows your background.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all shady. I can promise. All shady.
Yeah, so I have a story with that. So I went to Langley right here, right, and they asked me to teach people there, and I go to the class and I bring my computer, and they're like, "What is that?" They point at my computer, my laptop. I'm like, "It's a laptop." They're like, "Nope, you're not gonna use your laptop in this place." So I had a whole presentation and everything. And they didn't even want like for me to send a file or put in a USB drive, nothing like that. So basically I had to write everything down like on paper and just give the class like on paper like that. And all the work that I put on the PowerPoint or whatever, I just couldn't do it. But nobody told me beforehand that I just couldn't do that. I totally get it. Because they don't want a virus or something to, enter their system or what have you, but I just had no idea. And another thing that I found interesting was like at least once every hour, you see like this team of like 3 or 4 people walking around with how do you call those tools that to find bugs and all that. You see them walking like once every hour, just to see if you have a listening device on you or if there's one planted on the walls or anything like that. So I never seen that. I never seen that in a building before, even though I was in the military. I never saw that before. So that was kind of interesting and cool.
Yeah, they're pretty serious about it.
Yeah. It makes you a little nervous when you're not used to that environment every day, but yeah, it was a cool experience.
I read an article today in Forbes magazine, and it said that the worst is the North Koreans, and that you should reset your phone every day and your router every day. Okay. And because I guess, Matt, you probably know more about it, but I guess when you reset it, it gets it out of the system. And it said that like one in like 30 people have a serious one on their phone or their router. And I was like, wow.
Talking about North Korea, have you heard?
There comes the politics.
Have you heard the latest news about North Korea?
Oh God.
No.
So this is kind of weird and funny at the same time. So what they're doing now, what they've been doing last week was they got these balloons that look like one of those balloons like that you throw up in the atmosphere. Anyway, they filled up like baskets with trash, and they sent them down from North Korea to South Korea, and they will like explode like once they got too high, and then the trash will come raining down on South Korea.
Oh man, propaganda. Trash propaganda.
It would, yeah. It's like this is what you are to us, trash, and then just freaking sending the trash down on balloons.
Jeez.
At least you're not bombing them.
Yeah, true.
That's
trash falling down. Imagine walking the street. A can
Whose banana peel is this? What in the world?
It's raining trash.
Yeah. Where did this cat litter come from? Jesus.
It's raining cat litter. Oh my god.
Oh god, they got a tampon on me. Oh god. Oh man.
Just
Gives
repeatedly
Peter
getting hitting the head with like used diapers. My day wasn't already bad enough.
Yeah.
They weren't just trash talking them; they were trash bombing them.
Horrible.
Well, luckily, they don't have one to come across the water yet. I don't think so.
Yeah. They're gonna send a huge basket, like a huge one of those containers.
I'm gonna Google that. Trash falling in South Korea.
That sounds like
Google that. You just Google
I was like, I'm gonna be writing this down to talk about it tomorrow.
That's not something you hear every day. I will give you that.
No, I just want to. I want a live interview of somebody walking up to a citizen, going, So what do you think about the trash falling from the sky?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, no, man, I'm just.
Oh, it was full of. They were full of manure, cigarette butts, waste batteries, and even diapers.
Oh my god.
Ah.
It was
A
raining
powerful
shit.
sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un confirmed Wednesday that North Korea has been sent balloons attached trash sacks. What in the world? What are we coming down to right now? Really?
Hey, they're expecting something much better from us, so let's just be really, really petty.
Well, at least that's not like all over the place. It's like kind of just like in the road. But come on,
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody get hit by that? Like, ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. They're blaming on global warming. So
Yeah, you go out on a date.
Hope you're not wearing white.
So, like, all right, my date already sucked. Now trash is being rained down upon me.
What the hell is going on right now?
Who did I piss off?
Matt, that gives us an idea for a challenge coin: a flying cow.
The new definition of trash panda. Yeah. Yes. Get it? Because Asian panda? No? Okay. All right.
Yeah. Come on now, you don't have to answer that. So.
Might want to bleep that one out. There has some racist comments.
Can't take it back now.
It's pretty
Yes,
cool.
man, done much worse.
It's recorded too.
Glenn's channel and everything, podcasts and all. We're gonna be all over the news.
No, you're gonna be the next TikTok moment.
Yes,
that could be. I'm learning that I have to do YouTube Shorts and TikToks because our audience is males between 25 and 55, and to get other people apparently to like, follow, share, and subscribe, I have to do TikTok and YouTube.
Yeah, Glenn, you're gonna create your own brand.
Yeah, man.
That's what they call it. That's how they call it, your brand.
Yeah.
He's got
No,
too many brands.
the brand is chaos.
Hopefully, when I get famous and people interview me, I won't be a sitting turd. I'll be able to answer questions.
It'll be raining down from the sky.
Yeah, Glenn, you can be in TikTok saying, "Join us for chaos next Friday."
Be there, be square.
Yeah, you never know. You never know where the conversation is gonna take us.
Never.
That's for darn sure.
Well, I know, Isaac, when I have you on, you got some great stories. So I love this.
Just giving us great content for tomorrow.
I didn't realize you were up in world politics or poopatics. I don't know.
Since we're talking about politics, you guys hadn't said anything about Trump.
Oh,
did you say talking trash? Oh,
Lord, there's so much to say about that.
So much. Save it for another show.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I almost had to turn Facebook off because one side hates the other side so bad they were all canceling each other out on Facebook, telling they were going to friend them. And I'm just like reading this, and there ain't going to be anybody left on Facebook.
it's gonna It's gonna be called Civil War Facebook.
Yeah, social media wars. Yeah,
At least it would be more peaceful.
Give it time, Ultron will show up.
definitely sounds like a millennial thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I did, Matt. I looked up our average viewers between 25 and I think it was 45. It was all male. So I was like, well, I was like, all right, so how do we attract more viewers? And so AI said I needed to do YouTube Shorts and TikTok.
Yeah, YouTube Shorts. That works.
That's another.
Well, actually, no, I didn't. Did Shay? Didn't she do a short? I think Shay did a TikTok short. With the coin they sent her.
What? Oh no! I said I needed to.
Yeah, you need to.
I'm just gonna go around and hand it to people. Hold on, I can go grab it.
Go grab it. Show everybody. Show fun. We won't say a lot of people look at it. Isaac, she's grabbing this coin that I sent to her.
Oh wow, that's a really cool coin.
Yeah. Well, the movie's coming out, and I was taking advantage of things because
Yeah.
But this thing is 10 millimeters thick. So
what is it made of?
It's just soft metal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Soft metal.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It has a nice clean noise. But,
Oh yeah.
But I made one.
You designed that?
I designed it, and then I had a supplier who made them for me. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But Shay, she got one, but she'll show you what the word. I engraved special words in there for her by her request.
Impressive. I'm impressed.
Hold on, Shay. Let me make them larger. Let me make your screen larger.
Okay, hold on. I gotta see. Am I the right way around? Yeah. Okay.
Oh wow, that's yeah.
Yep. Just hold it nice and slow so we can read it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You might have to turn your background off because it's blurry.
Hold on. Gosh dang settings. Hold on, let me just see if I can.
All right, just read it off to him.
I'm trying to figure out where.
Say it with a straight face.
I see the letters, but I cannot read it.
Yeah.
I bet it feels huge in your hand.
I told her to make a TikTok short with that. That'd be great. And see how many people respond to it.
Yeah.
Ching.
Yes, that will probably be our TikTok moment from this show.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah. No, I do. I do different challenge coins, Isaac. Mine aren't the traditional round ones. They're
Hold on. He's got to see this.
Oh yeah, show him the Terminator one.
Oh, you got one of those?
Yeah, she. Well, she got one, but then she got something engraved on the bottom of it.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Your background is canceling it.
Yeah, your background's just so a little bit.
Right there.
Get to the chopper.
Travis keeps giving me crap. He goes, "It's not the right movie," and I was like, "But it's funny."
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who cares? He's a great guy.
I actually was gonna say that. I'm like, that's Terminator, but he doesn't say that in Terminator.
Yeah, but it's
I was
still
like, I
funny,
don't care. I was like, I don't care. It's funny.
Yep. Get what you want. Get what you want.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I got those, and I have this golden gun. Did I send this one to you, Shay?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was my.
That looks like a German gun.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So if you watch GoldenEye, the N64, if you ever played N64 for Nintendo, this is the gun they had in the game, and you can't read it. The text says "one shot, one victory."
That's cool.
The chief anchors on it. Yeah, these are the ones that are fingerprint magnets too.
Oh,
but that's all. Yeah, that's making them shiny. Because Glenn was saying earlier how they get shiny. They get shiny because they.
Yeah, I gotta get Travis's fingerprints off this one.
Yep.
Oh wow!
Is the flux capacitor from Back to the Future.
Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, Back to the Legacy. It's got all the chief anchors on it since 1893.
Oh wow!
Yeah, with deck plate, about 5 or 6 millimeters thick. So yeah. I do different ones, and then this one that Glenn always makes you show off. It's a hanger coin. It's an actual hanger that opens up.
Oh man, look at
But
that.
there's a golf ball marker inside.
Yeah.
You take off and you can put it down to play golf with and whatever. And on the back, it's got the whole entire airspace that we own over here at NAS Fallon. All the jets and everything.
Where are you located?
NAS Fallon, Nevada, aka the
Oh,
desert.
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's great.
Middle
I'm
of
about to
nowhere.
retire here at the end of the year, so Glenn always.
Yeah. Talking
says
about that, I'm going to Vegas in July.
Oh, there you go. You're not driving, are you?
No.
Oh, I always ask me like, you're in Nevada, you should go there. I'm like, no, I'm not driving 6 hours through the desert. I'm good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It is a very boring drive. We actually have one of the loneliest highways in America called the US. Was it 50? USA 50? Yeah, it's
not only that, probably hot as heck too, man.
Yeah, got that desert life. So it's like weird. It's like hot at like 5. It's not hot at like noon. It's hot at 5 because we're at a higher elevation up here.
So talking about that, I was a guest speaker 2 weeks ago in Phoenix, Arizona, and I didn't know. First of all, I found out a couple of things that I didn't know. So I'm always asking questions, and I say, how come I don't see anybody outside? And they told me, Isaac, last year 152 people died only from the heat outside.
Heat stroke.
I'm like, damn. And then they're like, oh, and another thing, talking about heat and being thirsty, don't drink the tap water. It's not safe to drink. I was like, what? In Phoenix, I'm like, this is the United States? And they're like, yeah, don't drink the tap water. I don't know what you do in Virginia, but don't drink it here.
Yeah.
And so I learned 2 things that I never knew about Phoenix. At least those 2 things.
Yeah. I'm surprised about the water in Phoenix. Hello, Wendell. Welcome to the show. Oh, was it just a one-time thing, or is that like an all-time thing?
No, at all times. At all times.
Yeah, Arizona's pretty bad. I drove down to Utah last year. It was rough. It's just hot. It's just hot and sticky. Yeah, but it's not humid though. This is a good thing. We don't have humidity here. This is dry heat. Dry heat you can deal with. Throw some AC on. Here in Florida and other places that have high humidity, I would definitely not want to be living in.
I was going to say, I was in Alabama 2 weekends ago. And
where Shay's at, nice.
I live out a holler, so it can be, I'll go down to the end of the road and it be 90 degrees, come back down the holler and it's 70. So
yeah.
We got all the tree coverage.
You guys,
and where are you? And where are you?
West Virginia.
Oh, you're not too far from me then. We're in West Virginia, if you don't mind saying the town.
I live in Anstead, which is right down by. I live right up the road from Hawks Nest.
Gotcha. I go to Martinsburg all the time. That's why I ask.
I've wanted to visit Martinsburg, but solely because I am a fan of the Gypsy Sisters, from my Big Fat American Gypsy Wedding, and there's a whole big clan of them that live up in Martinsburg.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
I just heard Martinsburg. That's 25 minutes from me.
Nice.
Yeah, Andy's over in Maryland, Isaac. He's probably the closest to you. So.
Oh. He's on the other side of the Potomac.
Yeah.
And don't swim in that water.
Exactly.
Well, I'll show it off here real quick. We made Matt and I really should say Matt more than me. We made a coin.
Team effort. Team effort. Come
on. One of our she's going to be one of our sponsors. Her name is Miranda Maverick. She's ranked 15th in the flyweight division in the MMA, and she has her own business where she sells pickles of all things. And we kind of came up with her logo, and then she's like, "Can you put a pickle on that?" And I was like, "Matt, I need a pickle."
Well, it looks like the lion. It looks
you can put pickles on anything.
Hey, Glenn.
Yeah.
It looks like the lion is holding a pickle from what I saw.
Yeah.
It is.
He's literally clawing it.
Yeah. Sawing the pickle.
We were gonna have it like dripping, juicy, like pickly juice stuff, but that's too much.
Yeah.
He just hanging on to it. That's all.
Yeah. And in the back, that's guys. To be fair, don't get Shay pissed off about the pickles. Fear the Maverick is her logo. It's Miranda Fear the Maverick, and that's her brand logo for when she's
show the thickness on that coin.
Oh gosh, yeah, this thing is.
Look at
oh wow, look at that
thickness on that thing.
Yeah,
kill somebody with that thing if you wanted to.
And the funny thing is, when we had that made, the first time that it came out, the guy was like, "Well, it's got these little." What do they call it, Matt? Like little drippings or something from where they pulled it out.
It's the oiling, not oil. It's the stuff you used to make it like smooth and shiny. It was like stained or like blobs of it everywhere. So the only way to get it off, they'd have to like either sand it off, or didn't he just like just melt them all down?
He just sent them all back. He said, "No, we're not doing that."
Melted them all down and did them all over again. I mean, at least he didn't be recycled.
Yeah. He probably knew she'd come over there and kick his ass if he screwed it up, but
yeah, right. Yeah, no, that was a fun one. Hopefully, Miranda likes him.
Oh, she loves him. Yeah, she loves him. And I guess the manufacturer, not only does he watch our show, but he also apparently creeps my Facebook. And
he's got to figure out who he's working with.
Who is this guy?
He sent me a comic book. It's a how you say it, Shay?
A
manga Transformers.
Japanese one, right? Japanese.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
The other day he was like, apparently they read different than we do here. And I was like, yeah. Have you never looked at a manga before?
First time I've ever seen one, so but it's cool.
I've been a fan of that for years now.
You should see the one they got in Japan. It's huge. The one they just built.
Oh yeah.
They have a life-size one, like huge. It's less. I don't know how many stories it is, but look it up on the internet. It's crazy huge. They made a big life-size one. It actually moves and like moves. It's huge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, look it up.
Yeah, they have it in. I was stationed over in Yokosuka. They had it in Yokohama. It's just huge, gigantic one, just standing there. It's pretty cool.
It's a transformer, or
no,
or just a book, a giant book,
a giant transformer, magnum. Yeah, what you said. What you said earlier. Yeah, one of those things. It's huge. It's so huge.
Yeah, I need to since I opened the door on it, I need to qualify when I was talking about the pickle. Cheyenne is extremely possessive about pickles on Chick-fil-A. So
hey,
oh man,
don't mess with my pickles.
We got I have another one I'm doing right now. There's a organization called where is it called? It's called Patriots Inside the Wire. They reached out to me and they wanted me to do a challenge coin for them too. And they're really cool. They basically help like people who've lost families, and they're kind of like the Wounded Warrior Project guys, which we're gonna try to get them on our show too. Hopefully they'll join us. But that's what we do. We make coins. We make challenge coins for everybody.
Yeah.
Especially nonprofits. That's no gimme.
Yeah, and sometimes we make ones on speculation that was apparently a bad idea.
Don't show the patch. Don't show the patch, please. Just the
I want to see the patch.
No, stop! Don't have him bring out the patch.
I want to see the patch.
Handy, so I'll email you a picture of it. Yeah, it's the same on both sides. And it's for those of you that do question, that's actually an artist's interpretation of the text.
It would have been cool if it detached and you could stab somebody with it. Come and take it.
They couldn't figure out how to do that. So,
well, I don't know if you're big on AI, Isaac, because we usually have a couple talks about it. But I told Glenn, I was like, just ask ChatGPT to talk in Chinese to these guys and have them translate it for you. Because when I was doing this coin, this thing right here was not easy. I had to like explain in their words how to do it, because when originally she had these blades all pointed the other way, like going downward. And I was like, no, it has to be parallel to here, blah blah blah. And I was like, whatever. I just translated it to ChatGPT, and then of course, ChatGPT is like, well, let me explain it for you.
Google Wolverine.
Yeah,
just Google it.
Just Google it for me. Yeah. So, actually, well, let me. If you guys want, I have the other one. So I have a new coin coming. Did I already showed you guys, right, Glenn?
I know you showed me. I don't know if you showed everybody.
Let's see. Let me get back to my share my screen.
I'm jealous. This is a very nice coin.
This is not even technically a coin. It's actually more like a trinket, but I don't care. It's still cool.
Let me know when you send the.
It's coming. There we go. Can you see it? Everybody see it now?
Yep. Hold on. There we go.
Everybody see it? Here, I'll blow it up so you can all see it.
Oh wow!
I love the detail of that.
Look at the hold on. Let me pause this though. Look at this. Look at the size
compared to your hand.
How thick it is. Look how thick it is. Like right there. Look how thick it is. That's over 10 millimeters thick, and it's literally the size of the actual physical old style cartridges. Isn't that cool? That's 4 inches. 4 inches, 10 millimeters thick, and it's all it's silver or gray antique plated.
That's really cool.
Yeah, these ones I got coming out. I got them in I got them in antique, and I got them in gold. So you can get 2 different versions of it. So you can get like a silver a gold get antique version, or you can get a gold version, whichever one you want. And then since we're talking about AI, the dude that's on the back, that's like a chief season thing when you go through the military. I literally put in ChatGPT. I said, I'm going to give you a bunch of words, and then you're going to make an image based off that. And that's what it spit out. That thing. Yeah, that thing. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I was pretty happy with it. And there's like little innuendos on here. It's like, Chief's Mess doesn't say Nintendo, it says that's a Chief. Made in USA instead of Japan. Right? Made assured insurance in the US Navy. Like it's kind of like little the date of the actual Chief's Mess. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. And they'll all be serialized. There'll be serial numbers down here. Whoever gets, whatever number they get, it'll be down there.
You know that image looks like Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so you can see it, and then it's like you can't really see it too good, but this right here, that's like the first chief anchor. Back in 1893, they used to have it. Has like the words USM. It's kind of like the words were kind of bent down on a rope. So I was trying to reference a lot of like chiefly things with this thing, but he's basically a mermaid in the ocean with all this like kemp in his hair and stuff. And I say it's pretty cool. And then this whole entire thing is UV printed. It's not a piece of paper. It's not a label. It's actual like print of ink they drop on the coin. And then you kind of see it's like shining at the edges. That's the epoxy resin they put on the top of that so that it prevents it from getting scratched. So
if you ever been to the Outer Banks, this reminds me of something. If you ever been to the Outer Banks, there's these towers there. I don't know if they're still there because after all the storms and everything, but there were these towers there, and I asked somebody what those towers were, and apparently in the early 1900s, man, like the one that you have portrayed there, before, like the mermaid guy. Anyway, these guys used to take a rope. They used to be on the towers observing, and if there was a ship in trouble, they will take a rope from the tower and they would swim in the water, choppy water, so storm water, to a boat so they can get a rope and they could go to safety. And I'm like, how come we don't talk about those guys? Those guys like nuts.
Yeah.
Who does that? Like, yeah, they not only swim, but swim with this heavy rope, and then go to a boat in the middle of a storm, and then give them the rope so they can.
What?
Combination of Popeye and mermaids. Or mermaid.
Yeah. But I thought that was an interesting job description if you really think about it.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Did you ever see that the YouTube short, Glenn, with the dude who's on the cruise boat, or he was on the deck and you heard the sirens yelling in the middle of the night?
No.
Yeah, super creepy. Yeah, make sure you look at it. It's probably something you want to put on your paranormal show.
So what happened? So what happened?
So this guy, he's a merchant marine. The guys who go out and he was just like in the middle of the night. He's like they stopped the boat and they're like in the middle of the ocean. It's black. You know, if you guys ever been in the ocean before, you can't see for like miles and miles. And all of a sudden they heard this high pitched noise, like yelling, like really high pitched screaming noises. And the guy's like filming this with his phone. He moves it over, and all you hear these loud like screams off in the distance. And it doesn't stop. It just keeps going on and going on and going on. And there's like people on cruise boats that do the exact same thing. Like they just stop and they like listen, and there's these weird like long pitched siren yells or something. It's pretty creepy.
Don't listen, they will drag you overboard.
I was gonna say, Matt, did you ever experience that in the Navy?
No, I was hoping to see a mermaid. All I saw was sharks and dolphins, unfortunately. Oh, and a whale that we accidentally ran over. But yeah, yeah, we freed Willie, but not in a good way. That was pretty crazy.
He didn't yield to the right.
Yeah. Peter's probably gonna kill us for that one. But,
it was his fault, really. But
yeah, we were just thought, and if I don't know if you guys ever like hit a deer. You guys ever hit a deer before?
Oh
No,
yes,
thank
I
God.
have.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know, like the car like jolts when you hit the deer because it's like a body going into your windshield. Well, imagine like a whale going into a ship, like boom, like you just like, oh god, what happened? You just like we get bombed or something. It's not good. It's not good.
That's sorry, guys. It was just a whale. Sorry.
Yeah, and it was like it wasn't daytime; it was the middle of the night, so it's definitely not. It was a little
Even creepier. Yeah.
yeah, you sitting there sleeping. What the?
Oh God, we're sinking.
Yeah, it's definitely not fun. No.
All you guys get out of the way. I am getting on the door. No one else.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right,
Man.
but, I was gonna say, he's like, I'm almost 22 years in the Navy, so that's why Glenn's referring to all the. I've been on like 5 different ships, so I've seen pretty much everything around the world, if you will. So,
What I was going to say is my friend that was in the Navy, I asked him about firefighting. He goes, "What are you kidding? Everybody on the ship's a firefighter."
yeah.
I was like, good point. Good point.
Well, yeah, because that's who's gonna fight it when you're out in the middle of nowhere. It's either sink or float.
You ain't gonna call 911. That's for sure.
Yeah, ain't no 911 unless you're in the pier and the ship's like next door to somebody. But ooh. Well, one thing is I would not want to be in a submarine when a fire is going on because they already have like thousands of pressure of water on top of them, and then they're dealing with that in a fire too.
Well,
So.
and you can't come to the surface too quickly. So.
And you can't, nope, because you'll explode.
Yeah, and depending on where you are, you may not be able to also.
Yeah. So
Isaac, you got good stories for us?
I had a friend that was a submariner, but he said he was there for a short period of time because he takes a special kind of person to actually be in a submarine.
It does. It absolutely does. No doubt. Special. I think that's the word.
Brave.
Super. Yeah.
They were crazy.
Well, they get sub pay, but I don't think it's enough because Theodore Roosevelt instilled that when he was president. They got sub pay, but it's like a couple extra hundred maybe. It's not. I don't think it's worth it, honestly. They're down
a
at
couple extra thousand.
Yeah,
maybe?
right.
One of my friends was on comms on one his entire career, and they got stuck somewhere and couldn't move for like 6 months.
Oh God!
They just
Jesus.
stay there. I was like, how did you deal with that?
Like they were outside of the water or in the water for 6 months?
No, they were submerged, and apparently they were somewhere where they shouldn't have been, or nobody should have known they were there, and they suddenly got pinned down by whatever. I'm assuming this was back during the Cold War. They were probably over near Russia somewhere, I'm going to guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that once they had to go and just turn everything off and just basically be like in the buoy and just steer it so that they wouldn't get detected. Wow. He's like, you can't talk. He's like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What about the oxygen? I'm sorry, I don't know much about these systems, but does it get oxygen from the water around it? How does it get enough oxygen to stay down there so long?
So they have these. It's kind of like I don't know if they're called EVAPs, but they have machines that will convert the oxygen in the water to breathable. But I don't know if you ever heard of the term bubbleheads. You ever hear that, bubbleheads?
No.
So they'll be down there for like about 6 to 9 months, and that's all the air they're breathing. So when they come back and they try to drive for the first time or just human, they have issues because they've been down there for so long. So the Navy calls them bubbleheads because they have been breathing like ocean air for ever.
Oh,
so
God.
yeah,
Wow.
the Navy did. So it's funny. The Navy has like the surface and the sub guys. Like we feel like we're a different like breed of sailors. Because I told myself I would never go on a ship that sinks. But yeah, I've worked with those guys before. They are definitely on a whole different level. But the qualifications and what it takes to actually go to one is pretty extreme. They're not going to take any Joe off the street to drive a boat that can't have windows on it. So
yeah, because once you're down there, you ain't coming back up if Mama calls.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I've been fortunate in my career. I've seen pretty much all facets of communication and how these guys like operate. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, it's time to retire. Right, Glenn?
Really put you back on another one.
Oh, please no. Well, when you retire, you don't really retire for the Navy. You go reserves, and then you can technically be activated within 10 years of retiring, if they.
And you're still in your 20s, so you.
Yeah, sure. I wish. But they tried to get me 10 years later. I'm gonna be a big fat bald guy with like a freaking my stomach's gonna go with my belt and like, you want this? Take it, because I'll come back in. But they'll be like, no, you're good. We don't want you anymore. So
yeah, well, with the way the world events are, who knows what we'll be into in the next 10 years. So
that is true.
I'm thinking of like Thor from Endgame. You're just like, yeah, I'll come help. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm looking at.
No, it's fine. I'm good.
Is it Callum? Were you in the Army?
Ooh, which one?
Isaac.
Yeah, I was in the 82nd Airborne. I used to jump out of planes.
You did a life career, or you did just a few years?
No, just a little. I just did it for almost 5.5 years. 2 terms, kind of thing. Yeah. And,
how many jumps did you have?
51.
51 jumps.
Yeah.
Was any one of those that were pretty bad?
Oh yeah. So a couple were pretty bad. So,
like life-threatening bad, or oh god, it's not opening up.
No, the parachute opened, but we have some night jumps that you could not see anything, and it was raining too.
Jeez.
So that was a hard one because you don't see anything at all, and when it's raining and it's windy and all that stuff, you're like, what am I doing? But
don't know where I'm gonna land, what I'm gonna fall into.
Yeah, so there are 3 rules of the air, and one of the rules is lower jumper has the right of way, right? Because if anybody goes, like this, they steal your air, and then your parachute, and then you go. So that night, one of the night jumps, that happened to a paratrooper. They were, because you don't see anything up. When you jump at night, you don't see anything at all. And apparently somebody stole the air of this person, and they fell down. They fell. And luckily, the only thing that happened to that person is like they broke their pelvis. So, and that person was in my unit too. So, but another time there was another jump also where the airplanes it was a mass jump, and the airplanes miscalculated. And what the planes do is they stagger. So one, kind of like this and then like that. So when you jump, you don't run into the propellers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So the third one was under like this.
Oh, man.
And when the jumpers came out, it's like they run into the propellers. So that was one accident that happened.
Oh, God. Ugh.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah. But something personally to me, one thing that happened that's kind of funny and bad at the same. It was bad for me at the same time, but So it was a nice day, and it was a nice jump and everything. And you have to wait. Like once you put your equipment, you have to wait all this time, and your equipment kind of moves, in your body when you're doing that. So anyway, I get ready to jump, and then when you jump, you feel the pressure of the harness, like in your body.
Yank you back, yeah.
So you have straps between your legs, and that day when
oh no, oh.
it compressed my area. And anyway, it was like a wedgie from everywhere. I mean, front, back, you name it. And that was the longest time because I'm like, I just want to
wedgie forever.
I just want to hit the ground. I just want to hit the ground.
Oh, can you imagine his face the whole time following? It sucks.
Yeah, I was going to ask, what's the altitude that y'all jump from?
So, in a nice day, it could be 7,500 feet. 7,500 feet, and the lowest that I jumped was 750 feet.
Good
so,
Lord.
Jesus.
Yeah, and the 750 feet is that you would do that in wartime, even 500 feet. It's a matter of the parachute just basically stopping you from killing yourself and just hitting the ground running, literally hitting the ground running. So. Yeah, but the long jumps were fun because you could see everything, and especially in the daytime, which was a nice day. But funny story is when I was in training in Fort Benning, Georgia, the towers were not working and they were dropping us, from the plane. So I was really skinny. I think I used to weigh like 137 or something.
Damn.
But I was really skinny, and I'm up there, and you know how the vultures and all that, they hang, they glide, and it's because they find thermals. So apparently my parachute got in a thermal.
Oh no!
I was just going in circles. It wasn't going to do anything. It would go up and then just stay in circles like that.
Oh my gosh!
And then that was when I was in training, and they found a bullhorn, and the drill sergeant used the bullhorn and told me if he didn't get down in 5 minutes, I owed him 250 push-ups. And I said, I'm trying. Like I yelled down, I'm trying.
Oh man, that's crazy.
There was nothing. And then the last story that I remember was that one time the wind was so windy that day that when I landed, I bounced 3 times. I thought I passed out, and then if you can visualize my parachute dragging me across the freaking field, for like 150 feet or something before I could even release it. But I bounced about 3 times. But anyway, fun times.
How many years has it been since you jumped?
Oh my God. So I went to Desert Storm with the 82nd. So the last time I jumped was the early 1992.
Jeez. Would you do a jump again, or
I definitely do it. Do it. Yeah, they have these jumps with the old timers. They call it old timers. They can jump, over there. But I've been trying to find it, and I don't know if they do it anymore because I haven't been able to find it. I would love to go down there and then just jump.
What do you need to have? Do you have to have a license or something to jump?
No, they just give you a waiver.
Oh God!
Sign here.
You want to die?
Yeah,
sign here. We don't need responsibility.
You're on your own, buddy.
Whatever happens, that's on you.
Jeez, I don't think that's a question if you're qualified.
The first bounce is free.
Yeah, they give you like a little training, and it's like, okay, like the PLF, which is the way you jump with your knees, your feet together and your knees together and all that, and then after that they just send you up, and it's yeah.
There's actually a skydiving place about 45 minutes north from me, up in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. A lot of people go up there and skydive.
I thought you saying go there to die.
Yeah.
Sign the waiver then, man.
The old person's club.
I'm like, what kind of skydiving club is that? You go there to die.
There's numerous people trying to talk me into going. They said, we'll just hook the chute to your chair and push you out the door.
Hey, bucket list. Bucket list.
No.
Well, I guess, I don't know. This is probably will sound bad, but Andy, when you hit the ground, you'd have a little bit of suspension with the wheel.
That's what they said. I wouldn't have to run. I just go on rolling across the field.
Yes.
You have a little.
There you go.
If a parachute caught you and was pulling you backwards, you'd be on wheels. So.
Exactly.
No, he'll look like the moon landing with the 3 parachutes.
Yeah, that one too.
Explosion. Horrible. Horrible.
Isaac, you need to get him and take him and video this. It'll help my views go up. So.
Everybody's probably, not just yours.
We need another TikTok moment.
Another TikTok. Oh man,
that's great. So Isaac, you said, have you got another book you're working on right now?
Yeah, I'm working on this. This story is basically came to me the other day, and it's about a you know how we have private investigators, right? Mm-hmm. It's about a private negotiator. So the first scene opens with this woman comes to him, and he's at his office, and she's like, so I understand you do negotiations and so forth, and he's like, yeah. And he says, but I'm not cheap. She says, I can pay. And so he says, okay, so what do you need? He says, so we have a deal. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, and she's like, here's the phone. My phone is my husband is waiting for your call because he has a gun to his head right now.
No.
So yeah, so he has to deal with that because she was unfaithful to the husband, and now the husband wants to kill himself. But there's a lot of in hostage negotiations, there's a lot of narcissism going, and what I mean by that is when, especially people with narcissistic personality disorders, when they feel out of control, they do extreme things to get that control back. So they could take people hostage, or they could murder suicide kind of thing. Or whatever that looks like. But those subjects like that, like when they lose control, they go, berserk. And basically that's what's happening with this guy. So now he has to talk to him. And then the dynamic is interesting because if you guys think about a hostage negotiation, you think that the guy has a SWAT team, and all that, and has containment and all that. And this guy has none of that. He just basically has to talk to this person that wants to kill themselves, and he has no leverage at all. He has to come up with stuff on the fly as to, to kind of de-escalate the situation. So that's the story I'm working on.
It's a good story.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a good story. Nice.
Yeah. That sounds kind of cool. You're going to have to tell us about it when you get it published. So.
Yeah. I'll let you know. I already wrote this first chapter. So. Yeah.
You gonna throw it up on Amazon or something? What do you use to publish it with?
So this time, my other books are in Amazon, but this time, I'm gonna go with Apple. This time, I'm gonna try something different, because with Amazon, even though your book can sell thousands of copies, you basically earn nothing. And this is I'm just talking about my own experience. So yeah, I'm gonna try something different this time.
So what's the deal with Apple?
So Apple is more recognized internationally. Then Amazon is more continental US, and Apple is more international. So I'm just gonna try a different venue to see what happens.
Okay, is that the only things like Amazon, Apple? There's no other places that can...
I mean, you can go to what's the store, that famous bookstore, Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and
Noble. But then it's like nobody. Amazon has the market corner, and basically because they own you. Basically, when you publish with them, they don't. They
own you. Jesus.
Yeah. So if somebody, just to give you an example, if you write a book. Yeah, if you write a book that has, because for a novel you need 400,000 words at least. So, and that's, let's say for example that's 300 pages and so forth, so 250 to 300 pages. They paid you, I estimated per. See, if you read 3 pages of my Kindle book, I get 1 cent per 3 pages. 1 cent. So
What?
yeah,
Charles Dickens made more than that.
yeah. So
Oh gosh.
yeah.
Like
So then when you're
the
reading, you're done reading my book, I just earn like 1.99, and then
Golly.
and then Amazon takes like 45% of it.
Oh my gosh.
So
So
yeah,
basically, if you don't have a million people reading
it's
your
not
book, it's
worth
not gonna. Yeah, it's not worth it.
yeah.
What
So
the
you have to
hell?
do it because you love it, or you have to do it hoping that somebody important will catch their eye.
Yeah,
And
blow it up. Yeah.
yeah. So but I mean, I have to admit that writing a book, once you write a book and all that, I mean, it kind of elevates your status because not many people do it. But once you do it, it's a matter of what to do with it afterwards. So
if you write a book though, don't you have to get a proofread, or isn't there some kind of a validation? Or
yeah,
you just...
you have beta readers. For me, I have beta readers. I read it, and then they give me feedback and all that.
Mhm.
And then I also have all these programs that I use to let me know that the syntax is good, that the pacing is good, everything like that. So, yeah.
I'm sure there's Glenn. I'm sure there's an AI with that too.
No, I mean AI. I use ChatGPT, as you know, but it's funny because I asked ChatGPT to write me a story, right?
Mhm.
And it sucked.
Yeah, we're not
they
there
didn't-
yet with the AI.
They didn't guarantee it was going to be good.
I was like, this is so bad. It almost looked like a bad Disney movie, and I was like, oh my God, it's like, so whoever's feeding this stuff, it's just not there.
Isaac, when we get off, go to Google or go to YouTube and put in Super Mario Brothers AI 1958 video. And
Okay.
it's somebody used AI to create a video. It created the video, but it used AI to make the Super Mario Brother characters, but in like a 1958 style movie. It is super creepy. It's just weird. It's so weird. They did one for Mario Brothers, they did one for a Metroid one. It was super creepy. It's you might watch in your own free time, but it's crazy what AIs can do. Like videos is like you said, ChatGPT has tons of GPTs that you can use to create stuff. That's why we create our artwork with Glenn. He's always like, Matt, make this for me. It takes me like 3 seconds just to type in or copy and paste what he sent me.
Kills me.
And I was reading, some time ago, and you guys probably heard this too, that people were being threatened by AI, because they would take
celebrities.
But I was like, AI sucks. As a writer, I'm like, if you own a magazine and you're telling AI to write your stories, you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
Because it's not great, and it's misinformation, and it's their style. It's just not interesting. I mean, and I've done it a couple of times. I'm like, okay, maybe that was one off, and I even give it like a specific instructions as to what to write.
Mm-hmm.
Not to use it to me, but to compare my style with the AI style to see, how good I was and all that. And it's just, and I'm like, oh my God, this story is horrible. I'm like,
yeah, because I got to tell Glenn, AI is it's not some computer sitting in some guy's basement. The all AI nowadays right now is pulling stuff off the internet to piece together something to give you. So when you say make an image of Joe Biden on the beach with a bikini, right? It's going to take a picture of Joe Biden finds on the internet. It's going to take a beach and it's going to put it together.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, there you go. Here's your picture.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
Have like 10 fingers or something.
Yeah, or 10 fingers, or what happens, Glenn? The text is always like,
oh yeah,
it never can figure the text out at all. It's always the text is horrible. So I just have to Photoshop it because it's just annoying.
Yeah,
but
if people are talking about this, that it will create this sentient being, and I'm like, it cannot even. It's just think like it needs some.
If it's sentient, it's not intelligent.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I was reading the other day, like gorillas have been, typing words and all that for over 40 years now. And then one thing is like, and one thing that shows intelligence is basically the main indicator of intelligence is asking a question. And in the 40 years, not even one ape have ever asked a question.
Yeah.
So, like, why, who am I? Why am I here? Who are you? Nothing like that. Like, where's my food? Nothing like that. It's just so I think if we compare that scenario with AI, I think AI is still even a much longer way than.
No, we don't really understand that right now. It's just too early.
Now, then I want to know how the dude managed to pull it off for the contest that Todd McFarlane had out, that one of the winning images that Todd picked was done through AI.
Oh, I heard about that.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Oh, you want to talk about a pissed off comic book community?
I met Todd McFarlane in New York City in 1991.
Wow.
That's right after
was he still an asshole then?
Yeah, no, well, that's why right after the comics came out with Spider-Man with the big eyes, when he made Spider-Man with the big eyes, eyes or whatever, the comic book, and I used to be a comic book collector at the time. Well, I used to be a nerd. Anyway, I went to New York City for one of those comic books things, and he was there, and he was I remember him being nice to me. But I did hear afterwards that he's not a very nice guy anymore.
Yeah, there was because I had to keep up with that stuff for my fiance. He's a comic book artist. And I really love Spawn, and the whole thing was about, I guess, to be on the cover of Spawn, I think it was. And he had done one of his own, and like looking at the art that people put out there was awesome. And one of the ones that he picks was AI, and everybody was just like, I'm so through with this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, I use it to put in like Spider-Man being a DJ and stuff for my show. All of that is AI. So.
What was it? Dolly Parton and Bigfoot in the forest doing a singing Kumbaya together?
Oh, that was an odd one. Yes.
Oh, man.
And I loved all the different renditions for that one too that I ended up seeing.
Yeah, and they got it right because Dolly Parton had some big old honkers. Yeah, it was like it's just crazy, like how weird it was.
That was my first episode.
and it wasn't like Harry and the Hendersons. It was an actual like almost Bigfoot looking creature.
Yeah. Have you seen Glenn? Have you seen the hyper realistic ones? The AI?
No, not yet.
You haven't seen them? Ooh.
I'm still learning baby steps on this. I put in like make Spider-Man at a rave as a disc jockey or something. No. I mean, that's kind of the way I am.
There is like high def ones. That's pretty crazy.
I was talking to Travis the other night about how you do all that, and I was like, I just don't have the time because I'm like, make me this. That's not what I asked for.
Oh yeah, it takes me like 15 tries to get one that Spider-Man doesn't have like 12 fingers or 6 arms or something, and and then I asked it to make Thor with his hammer as a microphone. Oh, that was interesting.
I said microphone, not phallus.
He was like hitting people with a microphone. It wasn't even his hammer. I was like, hey, yeah, you're out of control.
Oh man, that's great.
Isaac, whoever's in control of this website today is off the rocker.
Isaac, I get backed up and like I don't forget to do a show, but I got so many other things going on now. I'll send Matt a message. I'm like, hey, for the show, like for tonight's show, I said, can you put some police cars in like Washington D.C.? And it would take me like 30 minutes to get one decent one. I'm not even off the toilet yet from my morning, and he sent me 3 images. I'm like, I hate you, Matt.
Well, to be fair though, so Glenn, what do you use for your AI imaging?
I don't know.
What do you use?
No, I don't know if I can look at the. Well, I can go to another window. And
So the upcoming one, the reason why the ones I send you are a little bit better is because those ones are called Mid-Journey. And Mid-Journey is a company that has it's probably one of the more accurate ones that you obviously have to pay for. So every time you ask me to do something and you put it in, your response is different from mine because we're using two separate types of, AIs.
They're giving you the better ones because you're paying for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly why.
Ben crafted my creation. I think are the two I use. So
yes,
Glenn,
but,
Glenn,
See, and
like,
that's
Glenn is like putting newspaper clips together. Like
pretty much
Stone Age over here.
pretty much. And don't
Yeah,
even
see,
put
and
cornwood in.
I was paying for the ink one to come up with the tattoos, and I'm still getting a whole bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Granted, my patience is very minimal with it, and I'm like, I put childhood drama, not Japanese mask.
Yeah. You gotta be careful on some.
Yeah. But and then I've discovered there's keywords. Like when I was trying to do the Dolly Parton one, it was like, I was like, you need to emphasize the big testicles. It's like I can't.
Inappropriate.
No, I would have loved it had it turned out like on South Park where they're just so big it covers like all their face.
Oh man.
You could just see the giant Dolly hair, but then like nothing, it's just boobs.
Well, I told Glenn too. I said, you know how you can beat it, right, Glenn? I said, if you want to talk to an AI, then have another AI translate it for you, which is what he asked me because he wanted to make an image. So I said, go into ChatGPT and say, hey, tell me how to tell the computer this, and then explain it to that, and then it spits out this other thing saying, well, you got to say this and say it like that, and don't say this.
So, see, no, I don't.
Like going around in circles here.
I said, make me a picture of this, so make it.
Yeah, right.
I won't even tell you the ones I wanted of the American, like the NFL football field with the Goodyear blimp view for the football show I do. I won't even tell you some. I mean, I got like World War II plane crashes in football fields and shit. It's like, it's not even close.
And some of them, like whenever I was first trying to get some of the to do some of that, because I'm like, shoot, I find better pictures if I Google search something than throw that into my other program and add the text to it.
Yeah,
but it's like spelling sport cat like SPRRTCTTTTTT.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, even with my painting skills, it's hard to get some of those fixed in the program. So I'm like, I just give up. So.
We actually created a challenge coin with AI on show because we were like, hey, can you make let's see if we can make a challenge. We made it like less than 5 minutes.
Yeah. You had somebody challenge you online, and
challenge accepted. Watch this.
What they told them like, I want a picture of. I don't even remember what it was. Was it a golf club or something?
It was a golf club with something else and some other things. And
did you like the outcome? Did you like it once it came out?
Yeah, but it wasn't 2D. It made it into a 3D vector. It was still cool. It was still cool, but I don't design like that. But it was, we're proving a point. Like we can make this coin, by AI quickly using those methods. Like it's pretty cool. So
it is. I'm still learning AI, so
yeah, it's a learning curve for everybody.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you all night, but if you got any more good stories for us, we're always willing to hear them. And you are welcome to come here any Friday night you're bored and want to just shoot the breeze. We welcome you. So, but yeah, come. You have to do it.
Oh no! I was gonna tell you. So the woman that was here earlier with the coins. What do you know why she started doing that? The woman that was earlier in the show.
She was her and her husband were both ex-law enforcement.
Oh, okay.
I don't Andy, do you remember if there was a personal story behind it, or was it just something she wanted to have photographs with different officers? and it just kind of turned into
I'm
that.
thinking there was something personal involved too, but I can't be 100%.
Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, she's come up with. She goes around and any officers. Now these are the ones she sent them to me and Andy.
Oh yeah.
This is her regular one, but for the show, she made some that were larger, and they were actually metal coins. This is a poker chip, and yeah, anytime I meant to ask her, but she wasn't feeling well, if she ran into any of the famous officers from like On Patrol or Cops or whatever those shows are, because I know they go around and do stuff like that for PR, and well, plus they're trying to build a brand for themselves as well. So
yeah. Oh, so I got a story about that. So you remember that show called I think it was 48 Hours?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I met this guy. So when I used to be a police officer, I went to Miami and on vacation, and then he came to DC, and I met him to a conference, and he said, "Come anytime you come to Miami, let me know." So I said, and for a ride along. So I went to Miami maybe like a year later, and he put me in a ride along. So
Oh boy.
I'm in the ride along, and then this guy stole a car in somewhere in Miami, and there's this huge car chase. And the officer turns to me and says, "You're a cop, right?" And I said, "Yeah, but I'm not armed." He's like, "Doesn't matter." And then he started in Broward County, like 100 miles an hour, like in the highway. And here I am in the caravan with all these cars, like, pursuing these people, robbery suspects or whatever. And then later on, I go back to my room and I see my car, like the car that I was in, because it was a different color than the rest, the helicopter. Like
on the 5 o'clock news.
The helicopter was like, oh my God. I'm like, that only happens to me. I come to Miami and I get in the ride along, and now I get into the. Okay, anyway, it was in the news, and they ended up at the airport, Miami airport. They crashed at the airport, and it was a huge foot pursuit, and I mean, it was just anyway. But the guy that was in 48 Hours, he was the one that arranged that for me to do that. So, but it was interesting.
It's an exciting day.
It was an exciting day, yeah.
Buckle up, let's go.
We're gonna assume you left the foot pursuit to them.
It's just you're a cop, right? All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
Welcome to Miami.
I'm going for a ride.
You want a gun? Here.
I'm not armed here. It's fine. No, I got plenty here.
Yeah.
I'll be driving on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Well, when you said that, I was picturing like Miami Vice with like the Ferraris and stuff.
That would have been cool.
Let's go.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
My rental Subaru won't go that fast.
I wish they would make that show again. That was actually one I really liked. It was a stupid one at the time, but I mean, I think they could do it a lot better now. So, well, I don't know. It might not be politically correct. I don't guess the time is now to make police shows, but I would
they
like
need to
it.
bring back Live PD. I really liked Live PD.
Oh no, it's on. It's on right now, actually.
Oh, it's still on?
Yeah. It's just you got to pay for it, and trust me, my wife pays to it. So yeah, what would used to be the story? I'd be at work for 48 hours, getting shot at and all these sirens and stuff. And I'd come in the middle of the night, half awake, and I'd hear sirens and gunshot, and I'd be like hitting the floor, and she's in there snoring. Jesus. She's like, "Well, I just want to see what you all doing." I'm like, "That is not anything close to what we do." Trust me, I'm a paramedic. I'm back there when you hear all those gunfire. I'm nowhere nearby. Yeah. I was on the scene one time too close. We realized we were too close when the SWAT team officer was using the rear of my ambulance as cover and for balance, where he had his rifle aimed. And I told my partner, I said, "Get us the hell out of here." And he's like, "What about him?" And I'm like, "Screw him. He's got a gun." So I can imagine he was quite surprised when the ambulance took off so quick. It spooked my partner. This is the weird part. It spooked my partner so bad. He was texting his wife. And when I said, we got to go, and he looked up and saw in the side my mirror what I was seeing, he threw his damn phone out the window and we took straight off. It spooked him that bad. I was like, what did you do that for? He's like, I don't know.
We might need that.
All right. Well, Isaac, I do appreciate you coming on, brother.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
Hell yeah.
any Friday, if you want, man, just let me know. I'll hook you up. We enjoy having you on. You always got a good story and make us laugh, and that's what this is all about. So
Yeah,
We
thank
gotta
you.
get Isaac a coin. Make sure you get his contact info.
oh yeah, I need to email me your address, and
Okay.
we'll hook you up with some stuff.
We got
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll text
Get
it to you.
some of that swag.
Yeah. And if you get a strange mail from a woman, it's Cheyenne. She handles our stuff.
Horrible.
I'll be sure to leave lipstick kisses all over the outside of it for you.
That's what I do. I'll steal my ideas.
You know,
You're gonna get
I have a
Andy
prettier
hot and
shade of
bothered, man.
red.
Turn the damn fan on.
All right, Isaac. Before we let you get out of here, where can everybody find your book? And you got anything else coming up anytime soon?
I got a lot of things, but I have to, next time I come in, I have to write them down because I got concerts, I got other stuff going on. So,
Okay.
but I just don't remember the dates right now, which I'm ashamed of.
You're a busy man. I get it. So,
Yeah.
all right.
But thank you for having me.
Hey, anytime. We love having you on. And yeah, shoot me a message with your address and we'll get you some swag.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Isaac. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon. That was a great show, guys. You got Andy talking.
Yeah.
That was.
He's a hoot.
I love having Isaac because he's always got a story. He's one of those guys that you go into a bar and you hear in a conversation, you just migrate towards because you know something funny is going to happen. You're going to hear a good story. So he's just one of those guys.
Or he seems like he would be the one too. If you're over laughing, having a conversation, he'd just pop up and be like, "Hey, so."
I can't imagine him as a serious hostage negotiator. I just can't imagine it.
It's probably the accent because I'd be like, "Oh."
Yeah.
Well,
what's the first words you say to somebody who wants to kill somebody? I mean, I should ask him that sometime.
You okay, man?
You want a pizza? I don't
What's
know.
going on?
Lord.
You need a hug? We know a lady.
Horrible.
That is horrible.
Free hugs.
All right, Matt, we have to get you out on the circuit of doing some podcasts.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of fun. We got Shay.
Does Shay do podcasts?
Yeah, she does.
What do you talk about, Shay? When it comes to podcasting.
Anything really?
She just gets on. So I woke up and I farted, and my day started.
I'll tell you how because this was the first podcast I like ever did.
And I hooked up on it, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So literally the first one that I got pulled over to do, I was like, "We're here to talk about boobs? I thought we were gonna have pictures. There's no pictures? What do I have to compare it to?"
Oh man.
And they just got the biggest kick out of because there was like 8 of us, I think, on camera there. And I was just deadpan and was just like, "No, I want men to be afraid of being smothered by." And one of the girls was like, "For those of you out there in Spotify who can't see the look on her face right now, she is deadpan serious." I was like, "Yeah." It's like, it's an admirable way to go.
Yeah, one of my friends asked me, he said, "If you know any females that would like to do a show on boobs," I'm like, oh, I got somebody. So that was her first. She's done a couple, but if you want to do bracket bastards, I can
got
hook
one
you up
coming
there.
up Sunday.
What do you got? What is it, Glenn?
well, Bracket Bastards, one of my friends does, it may be something silly like favorite 1980s movies, or the one I went on, the first one was like favorite movie snack or something like that. And I was the tiebreaker for Reese Cups. And oh man, they were brutal. They were like, oh no. What? Oh God, what was the other one? Kit Kat. I was like, screw a Kit Kat. Who wants a Kit Kat?
Yeah.
I mean, it was getting brutal. Yeah, I had to defend the Reese Cup. And I mean, it was all fun and games. But yeah, so if you want, I can hook you up with Bracket Bastards. They always have a panel of like 8 people, and they give a topic, and they've got them scheduled for like the next 4 months. And if you want on there, I'll hook you up.
I can.
They're funny.
I was gonna say I can hook you up with the list on what we got coming up here.
Oh, man.
This week is Disney villains.
Oh man.
Then after that, let's see. Then that will probably be the 9th will probably be, I believe that's a men's only show. That's no, it won't. That's just a dad's I like to screw appreciation. They had a MILF ones. Then after that is Mustache Mania.
Oh man.
I should go in on that one.
No, I would too, and then just make it the whole thing wildly inappropriate. But I think I did that enough last time, so.
and that was her introduction to him. So yeah, Freddie, he goes, "Can I use her more?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, if she wants to come on the show, please, by all means, she's loving it." So, yeah. So we got a bunch of friends that we all kind of trade people around. If you want to get on one, I can hook you up with something. So it's just a matter of if you got the spare time. So
yeah.
I need to get Andy speaking more. So
I'll shoot you over the list, Matt.
Yeah, shoot me the list.
Yeah, tell Freddie I sent you, or let me know and I'll tell him. But yeah, that's great. Yeah, Freddie, here I'm giving you free pimping for your show on Bracket Bastards. It's a great show though. If you've never checked it out, check it out. Bracket Bastards.
It's fun.
So
it's very fun.
All right, so you got one Sunday, but it's not going to be released though Sunday.
No, but you can, if you want to, go on Spotify and listen to that episode. If you just go in Spotify and look up Bracket Bastards, it's number 130, Alpha Titties Assemble, the booby bracket. Because we decided we came down to Alpha Titties and Snack Pack. And we figure we as a woman collective came up with that we were just going to start a bra underwear line called Alpha Titties, and then just have Chris Evans walk out with his Captain America shield and just walk through while we're all just so we're like, oh, man. Chris Evans, if you hear this, sponsor.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
Well, coming up for us, we got the Monday sports show with UFL. They're in like week number 9. So I got that coming up. And then next week on the Paranormal show, I have an indie wrestler. I'm not sure how that's going to go. And then I have a shaman. I'm not really sure what a shaman does, so I'm looking forward to that one. I'll probably get some more bad mojo on me. And then next week on our show, we have Donna. Yeah, that's right. We have Donna Kramer. She has written a book for children about when to call 911. That's a very valuable lesson. So we're going to try and pimp that up and get that out. And I got another sports interview coming up with a wrestler, Siren. She's out of Kentucky, so she will be on another sports edition we'll release soon. So,
and then we have one Tuesday.
That's right, Saturday.
We have one Sunday. We have one Sunday, and then we have one Tuesday.
So it's Sunday, not Saturday. Okay,
correct.
Good, because apparently got talked into I'm going to a Crystal show tomorrow morning. So,
sweet. Lucky son of a gun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have rocks thrown at me. So, and as always, I promote this show on the Thin Line Rock Station. Obviously, sponsor. I got their flags all behind me. I shouldn't say sponsor. We get nothing for it besides for I've got a shirt and a flag. But
you get some sweet swag.
That's it. Well, I mean, they're like all of us. They're growing, so we'll probably be one of their first sponsors. I'm trying to decide if it'll be that or the pickles, which will be the first, or the discs. So, and she was supposed to be here tonight, and she emailed me and apologized. They are moving to West Virginia, and she didn't use the words godforsaken, but she did say it was a complicated move. So she's gonna catch up with us again soon.
Weren't they moving from Texas though?
Yeah, they're moving from
Yes.
Plano, I think, to West Virginia. So
I'm wondering if they know we have a client at work that their son is down in Texas. So I'm wondering if they know him.
I don't know, but yeah. So we'll get her back on, and I think that'll be a good show. So, but Andy, anything exciting in your world before I cut us out of here? Any good wrecks? Any good calls?
No, we got dispatched for a water rescue that turned out to be a water recovery today.
Yeah,
17 years old.
No.
Well,
fell out of a boat and never surfaced.
Good Lord. Well, obviously they weren't lifeguard material, so
nope.
New York, so
Natalie Wood all over again.
We're hitting the head. It was murder. So Matt, you will not be here next week. So congratulations in advance.
Thank you.
I don't know your wife, but I'm sure she will probably punch you. So
I was gonna say, you guys ever see that one picture of surface on the internet with the dad who was in the hospital with the wife who was like pushing the baby out, and there's a box of pizza next to it, and the guy says, "Well, someone didn't cook tonight." He's eating it while she's like, "Ah!" That's horrible. I mean,
I thought it was gonna be like the selfie.
It kind of was. Not a
the
selfie.
woman
Not
in
a
the background
selfie.
is just like,
yeah,
and he's just like,
she was pushing. He just said they're just chopping down on pizza. Like, well, someone didn't cook tonight.
Is that what yours is gonna be?
No, I would probably be dead. But no, yeah, my son.
You do this to me.
Yeah, my son is will be here next week-ish. They're gonna start in a day, so we'll see how it goes. So I will be OOC for out of commission.
That's cool.
Till next week. So
do you have a name yet, or do you want to say?
His name's gonna be Conleth. Conleath. Yes, it's unique because we don't do like Jim Bobo, Jimmy, Brian names.
Brayley.
Yeah, Brayley. The most common ones like Matt, right? Like Matt Jr. Like no.
Little baby Matt.
Yeah, and little baby Conleth. So
little Chief.
Little Chief.
Yeah, I send you guys pictures. I'm just, throwing up the deuces. It's my, so I have a daughter and then I have a son now. So it's like, okay, get it cut off. Time to go.
Rocket scientist wants to know if our dogs are okay, I guess. I'm not really sure what that's
She is fine. She's waiting to be fed.
Yeah, my dog is probably already in bed, toes up. So
I don't have a dog.
I don't. Well, you should.
My cats are fine though.
This must be one of Andy's friends. So they want to know what's going on with Andy. So, Andy, do you have a dog?
No.
You run a dog over.
We don't have any pets.
There's no dramatic story there. Okay. All right. Well,
my name's not Brenda. I don't run them ever.
Yeah. Well, Rocket Scientist, I appreciate you dropping in. Please remember to like, follow, share, thumbs up, and all that good stuff. And if you're Andy's friend, send in some questions. We got to get Andy talking more. So, and they can be inappropriate. I will ask. I have done it before.
Yes, he has, and he's proud of it too.
Well, that one time actually we were doing. What was it? Would you rather game on the Misfits when Andy was on there?
Yeah.
Oh, please.
And I duct tape him in his wheelchair to a jet wing. So, yeah.
I like the ones, would you rather be walking for the rest of your life or sitting for the rest of your life?
Oh, yeah. I had to ask him that one with a straight face.
Hey, at least you didn't get somebody writing in asking you what they needed to do for a job after being a convicted pedophile.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Aunt Shay had that one a few weeks ago where somebody that was an ex-pedophile wanted advice on how to get a job. I was no help. I was suggesting like pizza delivery guy, Uber driver.
I was just like, stay away within 5,000 feet of a school. I don't know. I think Tina was like, a janitor? And I was like, no.
So and the after school daycare.
Exactly. And Rocket Scientist, we will have a show on tomorrow at 9:00 with Aunt Shay there. If you want to ask her any highly inappropriate questions, she is more than glad to answer them. I am more than glad to ask them. So, So, and Matt, you got to come over there one night. You think we laugh here? We have a good time over there. So,
I've watched a couple episodes. Yeah, I'm sure.
Depends on the night.
They're FM quality for the most part. So, and last week was Disney quality. So, yeah, it was really good. So,
it was great. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
you can watch the Great Pickle Debate.
Oh, stop it!
Oh man, do not get her going on the pickles.
Please.
She is sensitive about her pickles.
Please.
Who the hell likes a pickle on the chicken? Who the heck pickles on chicken? Doesn't make any sense.
Look at that face.
I'm gonna get pickle hate man.
You deserve it.
I throw those pickles right at the windows and do it 100.
I'm gonna set the pickles on your doorstep on fire.
Everybody, see you next week. Have a good one.